Hi, this is Dr. Yao from the School of Biomedical Sciences, located in the Li Ka-shing Faculty of Medicine. On behalf of all the teachers and the other members of the school, I would like to welcome you to Hong Kong U. We have been dedicated to teaching biochemistry and molecular biology to science students for more than 30 years. What is biochemistry? Biochemistry is the study of the chemistry of live processes. I highly encourage you to click this link to see a very amazing video in which you will see many of the chemical reactions happening in life. In fact, each second there are over 500 quadrillion. Quadrillion means 10 to the power 15 reactions occurring in our body. What are these reactions? So in chemistry, you expect to see reactions that are linear. But in biochemistry, you can see all these reactions are interlinked together into a network. And the molecules involved, they are complicated macromolecules, including proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. Biochemistry is about studying how these macromolecules can be broken down by catabolism, become used to build up a body, right, and also generate energy. This is what we study about in metabolism, but these many reactions happening in the body can also be about cells. Sensing signals can be hormones or other signaling molecules telling a cell whether to survive, to grow and divide, or differentiate a particular cell type and or even die. Like that's how we have digits in the fingers because of the interdigital cells dying. The cells respond by talking to inside the cells through this signaling pathways, therefore leading to turning on of genes or affecting pre-existing protein functions. And these days, we are all affected by COVID-19 pandemic. And biochemistry is also about learning how the SARS-CoV-2 virus can infect host cells by binding to the ACE2 receptor. So in learning how that binding occurs, we can design antibody to compete against this binding, therefore prevent the infection of the body cells by the virus. So biochemistry also about learning how we develop from a single cell. Okay, we talk about how a single enzyme molecule, it can be a single cell virus infecting the cells, but we all start from one single zygote cell to become a very complicated body with 10 to the power 14 cells. Forming 230 cell types, and they become tissues and organs. So biochemistry is also about learning all the genes, how the genes are regulated, and then bringing about development normally. But we also, by using animal models shown here, we can also learn about how, say, particular genes when mutated lead to skeletal disorder, or lead to aging, or can be leading to a balancing problem and even death. To summarize, study of biochemistry is an evolving discipline, taking on new meanings with time. Right, you'd be used to study single enzyme and then single gene, and then with the finish of the Human Genome Project, we studied whole genome, and in system biology, we study all the genes transcribed, all the proteins expressed, and all the metabolites generated, released in the bloodstream. And nowadays, we are very interested in studying about non-coding RNAs and how RNAs can be modified by what we call epitranscriptome. All the RNAs modify, or in single cell, how the genes express, or gene editing using various editing methods. In particular, this is very famous CRISPR-Cas9. technology. So biochemistry is very broad, using different models, can be studying a single molecule by 3D modeling. It can be computer study of all the genes expressed, protein expressed, and it can be using single cells, cancer cells, to study how cells divide, and many other model systems, including the mice that I just talked about. So by understanding biochemistry, then we know how our body functions normally, and then when particular genes or a process become abnormal, leading to disease. So biochemistry major is a very comprehensive program. I encourage you to click this link to take a look at the most updated program structure. All along we emphasize on experiential learning through different modes of learning, in practicals, in problem-solving exercises, and in group learning context, and also can be in company outside of university, exchanging to other university, and can be through internship or final year project, working on a particular hands-on projects. By the end of taking the major, you are expected not only to describe the principles of different aspects of biochemistry and molecular biology, and you should be able to apply the principles to design experiments, to bring discovery and insight into the unknown. And you also expected to be able to interpret and communicate scientific data, and also work together with other students as part of a team, and also recognize the interconnectedness of biochemistry with many other disciplines.